Appreciate the opportunity. I'll try to keep this short, just give you some highlights. But the ministry that my wife and I are in is to go around and help churches and encourage churches, and mainly through helping them with building projects. I kind of grew up with just learning the tools of carpentry and just working with my dad, and um, so the Lord is really blessed with as far as scheduling, and our schedule's full until my wife is due in August, so our schedule's full until then, and some of that is meetings, and most is with building projects, but this is something we just started and not really sure, still learning, not really sure how it's all gonna go. We just started in January traveling, and in January we had nothing lined up. We were just traveling with my family, traveling with my dad, being in meetings, kind of telling people, and and so God has really blessed and provided, and it's just you look back. I can look back now and see how he's brought us to where we are, and so, but I do in November of last year. I'll share this. In November last year, I was talking to a preacher up in Michigan, and he asked me, "Well, do you feel a special call to preach?" And I told him, "Well, I'm surrendered to preach. I don't really feel called to preach, but if the opportunity arises, I do preach." So I try to be surrendered, but I just don't feel called to preach. And I told many preachers that, and I thought it sounded pretty smart. And he's like, "Okay, well, amen. You just keep being surrendered, and the call will come." And he said that, and I'm thinking, he doesn't get it. I just told him I am surrendered, but the Lord's not calling me to preach. And so God used that to really show me, well, am I really surrendered, or it's something I had struggled with. And so in November of last year, I surrendered to preach, and the Lord has opened a lot of doors with preaching that I wasn't really looking for or expecting, but we're just trying to follow the Lord, and we are, right now we're in the middle of raising some support. We would like to be able to come in and help churches without being a big financial burden, and obviously they can do whatever they can do, but we don't want to have to charge or be like, well, I mean, we're driving 5 hours and we have all these expenses. We don't want to become centered around finances, and but obviously you need finances to live in today's world. So we are in the middle of raising some support, and so we appreciate mostly your prayers. We put a lot of miles on, and so we appreciate your prayers of safety, and just trying to follow the Lord, and so we appreciate your prayers for that as well. Got a lot of new things coming up with the addition to our family and everything. So, and we're new at this, so just been married a little over 7 months. So we appreciate your prayers. We do have prayer cards, but not with us. So I'll get some prayer cards here at some point. But thank you, Pastor, for the time.
Amen. Amen.